Hi friends, it's Sophie. Today we're going to be doing a flow that is for more of the intermediate level, not really a beginner class, but we're going to be opening up the upper back and the shoulders, and we're going to be doing some twisting and heart opening back bending. So that's what we're doing today. If you're ready to start with me, you don't need any props, you just need your mat. If you have blocks, that's great. You can definitely use those as a wonderful tool as we're going through the practice. But we're going to start in child's pose, so grab whatever you need and then meet me there. Toes together, knees apart. Walk your hands down. Place your forehead on the ground. And breathe into the upper back and into the sides of your rib cage. Every time you inhale, there's a sense of expanding, of lengthening, and every time you exhale, a sense of arriving. Continue to find a long, even breath. And then begin to slowly walk your hands back just a little bit so you come upright slightly. And take your right arm and weave it through to the left side for thread the needle. And walk your left hand forward. You're on your left fingertips. This is a little bit less of intense version of thread the needle. You're feeling a little stretch in the shoulders and the back, the upper back, the lats. And you're tense it up on those left fingertips. One more breath. And then let's make our way back onto our hands and switch sides. Left arm through to the right. Set the left side of your head on the ground. Walk your right fingertips forward. And cultivate a sense of gratitude, not the kind of gratitude where we're thankful for what we've been given, but rather gratitude for the ability to see each moment unfolding, the ability to do this practice and experience awareness. Come back up onto the hands. So we're sitting back in this sort of child's pose position with the legs, and then you're keeping your hands down and your chest up. Now let's round the spine, bring your chin to your chest. This should feel really good. Stay here for a little bit. It's like a cat pose. And you can wiggle a little side to side. That should also feel pretty good. And as always, if anything doesn't feel good, you simply do something different. And as you inhale, you come into cow. So arch your back, open, pull the shoulders back. Notice your shoulder blades. And exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale, round. Your shoulder blades are coming apart from each other. And then come back to neutral. And let's make our way into tabletop. So you come onto your hands and knees here. Turn your hands around so their fingers face your knees. And if it's too much, walk your hands closer to your knees. That'll take the pressure off a little bit. We're going to just move back and forth. That's all. Warming up the wrists for a little bit of weight bearing that we'll be doing today. We're going to pack a lot into this short practice. So get really focused and centered right now. And again, bring in this sense of gratitude as presence. We can't have presence without gratitude, and we can't have gratitude without presence. So we realize that they're kind of one and the same. Turn the hands around, fingers facing forward. And tuck your toes, if they're not already. And let's go to downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take any movement that feels good to you in down dog. You can shift your hips side to side. You can pedal your heels. You can shake your head. Yes and no. Good. And then find stillness. Lift your heels really high and then drop them back down. Good. Lift your tailbone up towards the sky. Press your hands into the ground to push yourself away from the ground. The heels are not going to be touching the ground. Lift them so that the knees are bent and you get a lot of length in the spine. And then walk your feet up to your hands. Take little steps. And when you get there, take a half lift. Lengthen. Shift your weight forward. Exhale, fold forward. And on your inhale, stand up slowly. Your shoulders and head will come up last. So just roll up. Roll up slowly. And as you come all the way back and down, draw your shoulders back and down as you come up. And bring your feet to hip distance apart, so they're right underneath your hip bones. And reach your arms up to the sky with your spine long, not back bending. So draw the lower ribs in gently. Inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And on your exhale, step your left foot back into lunge and set your back knee down onto the ground and open up your chest. Walk your right foot forward like 2 inches. Just kind of scoot it forward so it's a little bit longer than you would like it to be in your lunge. Inhale. On your exhale, straighten your right leg for half split. Inhale, bend your right knee back into lunge. Exhale, straighten to half split, Ardha Hanumasana. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straight. One more time, we're moving dynamically. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straight. Stay here. Lengthen your spine. Either stay or you can, if you want more, bring your hands over to the right side. So your fingertips are both on the right side of your leg. This should enhance the stretch a lot. And really flex your toes back. Lengthen your spine and hinge at the hips as you go forward, trying to keep the spine long, not rounded. Come back to frame the foot, bend your knees, come into lunge, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, plant your left hand, reach your right arm up, twist to the right, inhale. Exhale, reach your right arm over your ear towards the front of the room. That should feel really good right underneath that armpit. Make sure you're not sinking into your left shoulder. And then reach your right arm back up, inhale. Exhale, put your right hand down, step to the front of the mat. Inhale halfway, exhale, fold. Inhale halfway again. Exhale, step your right foot back behind you into lunge. Set your back knee down on the ground. Open your chest. Walk your left foot forward about an inch or two. Inhale. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, straighten your leg. We're just kind of getting into the hips and the hamstrings here. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straight. Again, inhale, bend. Last one, exhale, straighten. Then we stay here for a little bit. Walk your hands back a little, lengthen your spine. Either stay here and fold or bring your hands over to the left side. Lengthen and fold over your left leg. Breathe. Bring your hands back to frame your foot. Bend your knee, come back into a lunge. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee, plant your right hand. Lift your left arm up. So we're twisting, an easy twist to the left. Squeeze your hips together, firm up your back thigh, and reach your left arm over your ear. Breathe. Inhale, reach your arm back up. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Step forward, halfway lift. Fold forward. Inhale, stand, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Arms down by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive, fold forward. Arms down. Always bend your knees as you're going down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. And you're going to pause here in a plank. Feeling strong through the whole body. I like to shift forward and backwards. In plank, you can do that too. It feels good on the calves. Good. Pause here. And we're going to lower down for Chaturanga. So first shift forward, then lower down halfway. Pause. Hold. Hold. Press your thighs to the sky. Stay here. Engage the thighs. Lower all the way down. On your inhale, lift up for Cobra. Draw the shoulders back and down. And exhale, lower back down to the ground. Tuck your toes. Lift your thighs off of the ground. Press up into plank, one straight line. Inhale. On your exhale, Chaturanga. Again, lower down halfway. Pause. And rise back up to plank. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Pause. Inhale, rise back up to plank. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Bring your feet together and then lift your right leg up to the sky. Inhale. On your exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Enjoy that stretch. Let your head release. Notice if you're trying to look forward, just let it go. Straighten your right leg back out. Square your hips. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot outside of your right hand. Lizard. When you get to lizard, you move forwards and backwards. Again, kind of prepping the hip. Just getting into it first before we become more static. Set your back knee down, untuck your toes, and reach your right arm up to the sky and twist to your right. And bring your right fingertips behind your head. And then open your elbow up towards the sky more. Press the top of the back foot down into the ground. Option to either stay here or lift your right arm up, bend your back knee, grab onto your foot. Continue to create a lot of lift and twist in the chest and the shoulders. Notice how the shoulder blades are moving towards each other. And draw your lower ribs in to keep control of your pelvis and your core and your low back. Pull the leg in towards you a little bit more. Get out that last extra stretch in the quads. Gently release the foot down. Bring the hands down. Tuck your toes and lift your back knee. Good. Move your left hand over to the left. Plant it down. Reach your right arm up to the sky. We're going to do a pistol lunge type of thing, pistol squat type of thing. So take your left leg through and bring it forward. Your hips are lifted off the ground. Good. And then we're going to bring it back into lunge. Open up your right arm. Inhale. Exhale. Put your right hand back to the ground. Now we're going to try to step back to three-legged dog without letting the right foot slide. So can you just lift it up, make no sound, and then bring it back to three-legged dog, up and back. Yes. Bend your knee, open your hip, and we're slowly flipping our dog. As slow as you can. At the last moment is when your right foot touches down to the ground. Your right arm reaches up, lifting those hips, breathing deep. Fill your whole being with a sense of gratitude. Feel that vibrational energy of gratitude in the body. Bring your right hand back around, three-legged dog. Take it up and back. Inhale. And exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Pause here. Now we're going to lower down for Chaturanga with the knee in the chest. Lower halfway, and then lift it back up. Keep the knee in the chest. Lower down, and lift. Last one, lower. Lift, three-legged dog. Inhale. And exhale, bring your knee to your left upper arm. Hold. Extend your leg out to the right. Put it on the ground. Lift your left arm up. Rock star pose. Back, the outer edge of your left foot is down. Inhale. Exhale, put your left hand down. Bring your knee into your chest. Step back to plank. Hold. Tap your left shoulder with your right hand. Hold. Bring your right hand back down. Tap your right shoulder with your left hand. And bring your hand back down. Good. Again, tap your shoulder with your right hand. Bring your hand down. Tap your right shoulder with your left hand. And bring your hand down. Tap your right foot out to the right. Come back to center. Left foot to the left and center. Right foot, left foot. Lower down Chaturanga. Upward facing dog this time. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Lift your left leg up. Bend your knee, open your hip. Breathe. In through the nose, out of the nose or the mouth, but always in through the nose. Straighten your left leg, back out. Inhale. Exhale, step your foot outside of your left hand. Lizard. And you can move forwards and backwards here. Now let's set the back knee down on the ground. Take your left arm up to the left, untuck your back toes. Put your left fingertips behind your head. Rotate open. Press your back foot down. Your left knee continuously opens to the left. Option to lift your left arm up. Bend your back knee, grab onto your foot, pull towards you. To the best of your ability. If you can't reach for the foot, you can just have your hand back there if that feels good, or keep your hand on your head. Make it work for you. The body's always changing, shifting, and adapting. One more breath. And then gently release the hands down to the ground. Tuck your toes and lift your back knee. Move your right hand to the right side of the mat. You're going to reach your left arm up to the sky, and we're going to bring it through to a pistol. Right leg goes through, hand up here, and then bring it back to lizard, left arm up. Good, inhale, exhale, put your left hand down. Plant your hands, you're going to lift the left foot off of the ground without making any sound, and then go back to three-legged dog. Take your leg up and back, bend your knee, open up your hip. Slowly, slowly flip your dog as slow as you possibly can. You're on the outside edge of your right foot. And then you tap your foot down and you lift everything up. Inhale. Stay here on your exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, put your hand down, three-legged dog. Take your leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest. Pause here. Lower down Chaturanga. And then come back up. Lower down Chaturanga. Rise back up one more time. Lower down, bend your elbows. Come back up, three-legged dog. Take it up and back. Inhale. And exhale, bring your knee to your right upper arm and hold. Extend your leg out to the right. Put the foot down. Take your right arm up. Lift your hips. Breathe. And inhale. Exhale. Put your right hand back down. Bring your knee to your chest. Hold. Bring it back to plank. Pause here. Lower down onto your forearms, one at a time. Forearm plank, palms are flat. Hold, you got this. Lower your knees down to tap the ground and then lift them right back up. Like a string getting loose and then taut again. Lower down and lift back up. And lower down and lift. One more time. Lower, lift, pause. Rise back up onto your hands. High plank, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Whew, that was a lot. Breathe, you made it. Great job. And as you breathe here, again, bringing in that sense of gratitude for the body and what it can do. For this feeling that we're able to cultivate. Look forward, step or hop forward, halfway lift, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose, sweep your arms up. Exhale, pause here. Bring your hands to your heart. Make sure you're at the front of your mat. Hands to your heart, twist to your right, hook your left elbow over your right knee. So make sure you're really pressing your elbow into your knee to lift you away. And then lift your left heel. Lift your whole left foot. Can you balance on the right foot? And as slow as you can, step your left foot back into low lunge, twist. So rather high lunge, twist. So you're still twisted to the right, palms are together, you're breathing. One more breath. And then come to center, high lunge, pause, reach your arms up. Inhale here, and on your exhale, warrior two. Good. Straighten your right leg, shift your hips back, upper body forward, triangle, Trikonasana. We're just kind of passing through triangle pose. Make sure your right knee is minimally bent. Your chest rotates up. Look down at the ground, half moon. So we're going to reach the right hand forward, slide off the back leg, and here we are in half moon. Opening the chest. Nice work. Okay, gently step back to warrior two. Nice. When you're in warrior two, take your hands up, interlace them. Flip the palms up, keep the thumbs together. Reverse warrior from this position. Keep the bend in your front knee. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to low lunge. Pause, standing split. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Square your hips. Inhale. Exhale, gently step back to low lunge. Plant your left hand down. Take your right arm up. We're stepping to side plank. Right foot on top of left. Breathe here. If you want, lift your right leg if you feel like making it more challenging. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your foot down. Come into plank. And lower down Chaturanga or skip it. Upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. All right, breathe in, breathe out. Set your knees down. Don't worry, we're not going to forget the other side. So we're pausing here, and then we're going to take the left leg back behind and the right arm forward. Nice long spine here. Draw the lower back ribs up so that you have a longer spine. And then bend your left knee, reach your right hand around and grab onto the foot and kick your foot into your hand and lift up. Breathe. Keep kicking your foot into your hand for 3, 2, 1. Extend everything back out. Inhale. And on your exhale, set your hand and knee back down. Take your right leg back behind you. Take your left arm forward. Lift the lower back ribs up. Use your right glute to lift your leg up. And then bend your knee. Take your left hand around, grab onto the right foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Really use your quadricep muscles on the front of your right thigh. Keep your core engaged. And breathe. For 3, 2, 1. Extend everything back out. Inhale. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out, let it go. Look forward. We'll hop forward. So get bouncy. Make your way to the front of the mat, halfway lift, fold. Inhale, chair. Sweep the arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Hook your right elbow over the left knee and revolve as much as you can to the left. Press the hands together. Lift your right heel. Pause. Lift the whole right foot. Balance. This is hard. And slowly step back to a lunge twist to the best of your ability. And you're firming up your back thigh like a dragonfly's tail. The leg is so straight. Can you move your shoulders away from your ears? And then let's come to center, high lunge. Now your back knee can get a little bit bent here and should. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Good. Straighten your left leg, triangle, hips back, upper body forward. Right arm up, left hand down. Move your left shoulder, that's your bottom shoulder, away from your ear. Look down at the ground. Start to bend your left knee. Come into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Flex your right foot. Hips stay where they are, but rotate your chest to the right more. We're getting a lot of expansion so that we don't no longer feel small, but we feel like we can expand and we can take up space in this world. Gently step back to Warrior Two. Take your arms up, interlace your hands, flip your palms up, thumbs together. Take a side bend to the right, so it's a revolved warrior or peaceful warrior, whatever you like to call it. Firm up your back thigh. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge, standing split. Try to square your hips for the standing split, just so you really feel the stretch in the outside of the left leg and the back of the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, step back to low lunge. Plant your right hand, reach your left arm up, and we'll step back to side plank. Left foot on top of right. Can you pause here? If you lifted the leg on the other side, do it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come to plank. Pause here and plank. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga if you want. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Let it go. Breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Now shift forward to plank. Lower all the way to the earth. Take your arms down by your sides. Untuck your toes. Now bend your knees, grab onto the feet or ankles, whatever feels right to you, and lift up for bow pose. Kick your feet into your hands. Dhanurasana, bow pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Put your hands under your forehead, rest. Rest your neck muscles, rest your lower back muscles. All right. Place your hands underneath your elbows. Tuck your toes. And we're going to tuck the toes and lift the thighs and then press all the way up to plank. And then go to downward facing dog. Set your knees down on the ground. Take your knees wide, feet together, walk your hands back. And around your upper back, just like we did at the beginning. And then just come back to neutral. We're going to flip over onto our backs here. You're just going to flip around for the sake of time. Hug your knees into your chest. Ooh, that was a nice, strong flow. I hope you're feeling strong and capable. Place the feet down. Bring the feet together and the knees wide. And take your arms overhead and grab onto your elbows. So you get this whole front body opening. And just settle into the exhale. A sense of relief, of arrival. A sense of coming home to your body. This is why we continue to come back to the practice, is for these feelings. Bring the knees up. Bring the knees in towards your chest and take your arms out to cactus. And then take the knees over to the left side first, all the way over, and just rotate your spine to the right a little bit. Just get a nice gentle supine twist here. And then bring the knees back up to center and over to the right side. And twist the spine to the left. Now the beauty of practicing at home is you can add in whatever you need to the practice. So if there's anything you need to take after we do this twist that feels good to you, you can do it. Otherwise, we're going to come back up with the knees. We're going to hug the knees into the chest one last time. And then release the legs for a well-earned Savasana. Arms down by your sides. Close your eyes. And let your whole body rest. Soften the space around the eyes. Unwrinkle the face, the eyebrows. The space around your ears, can you soften and smooth it out? Your hands and feet are heavy. And let this sensation of stillness, the vibration of stillness wash over you. Be completely absorbed by presence and awareness. I invite you to stay here for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, you can begin to bring movement back into your body. You can stretch your arms overhead to wake up the body. Roll onto one side and pause here in a fetal position. And then gently press up to a seat. So we come all the way up. We sit tall. Notice how it feels to be still. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. In gratitude, let's bow together. Namaste.